I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is the Boss, and they'll be facing the Swarm. These two will be fighting in the welterweight division. Lots of boxing skill required to succeed at this weight class, but you have to have knockout power too, and they will have a power advantage here. First up,
this bout is scheduled for 12.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now these two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missed him with that uppercut. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. And down goes the Swarm. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I've got to see that again.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
That counter shot lands. Always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Whoa, Johnny! Are we about to see a first-round knockout? Thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Why weren't they covering up? You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think, right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Here we go. It's round 2. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see. What this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They exchange punches. That jab doesn't score. How about that time counter shot? Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Can they finish it? And it pulled it right there. Stumbling around in potholes. And the swarm has been dropped. I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
That jab doesn't score. Hold that thought. Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. Final 10 seconds. Oh, wait a minute. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. And the swarm goes crumbling to the canvas. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your word.
Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight is going to be over.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run anybody off.
The bell rings and we start the third. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Becoming undisputed champion is absolutely epic, but now everybody's coming to get you, including right here, right now. Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch. Did you see that? And we may see a stoppage here. And the swarm has been dropped. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. That you say it. Night-night.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and still undisputed champion, the Boss.
I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the one and only Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Up first is the boss, and they will enjoy a power advantage, and they'll be facing Supersonic. This fight taking place at the welterweight division, plenty of speed, but at this weight class, these guys have a lot of power too, and they'll have a nice reach. First up, the boss from Mexico. They are the undisputed champion of the world. In their last fight, they won by knockout. Up against them, Supersonic from Mexico. Their last fight was a very controversial decision loss.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Mexico, wearing the black trunks trimmed with white, the national and continental welterweight champion, the Boss. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Mexico, wearing the white trunks trimmed with white, Supersonic.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight. Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. And he caught him with a left hook. Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. There was the defense. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You know they have an amazing... Hold that thought! Why weren't they covering up? And down goes Supersonic. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. And we continue.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
What's the referee thinking right now? And it's a Supersonic boom as down goes Supersonic. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart. Knocked down twice.
And there's the bell for round two. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And down goes Supersonic. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3,
They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
You'd like to see more jabs. It's all offense all the time. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Let's get it started in round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Did you see that? And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. How is this fight still continuing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
We gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. They're in trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moment. Whoa, wait a minute! An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice exchange. Whoa, wait a minute. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers. Whoa, wait a minute. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. That was the moment.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if...
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. A chance to make history. Good job trying to back out of trouble. Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. And at some point, the corner needs... And it's okay to take a knee.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
6, 7, 8.
He threw a punch and just got countered. What a massive upset this would be. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope that
Time for the 5th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Don't believe what we're seeing here. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? At some point, the corner has to say you're done. Didn't wait long to get back. So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Finish it. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? And the referee's going to allow them to fight. Hold it right there. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? And it's a supersonic boom as down goes Supersonic. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.